Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Aquarius. How are you guys? Aquarius. Oh, we have the King of Swords. Yeah, this is someone coming up as an authoritarian. This is often just a person who's authoritative over a lot of things. They know a lot, often well educated, but we shall see. Yeah, this is someone who has a heavy load. They have a lot of weight on their shoulders, maybe some baggage. We shall see. And we have emotional mastery. Yeah, to me, I'm just really seeing someone who has a lot on their plate. Something's bothering them, something on their mind. This is someone who needs to get something off their chest. This has to do with someone's emotions and feelings. Yeah. We have an energy of gaining momentum. It's a person who wants to communicate. This is about movement. Someone here I definitely feel has something on their mind, something definitely bothering them. It's emotional. It weighs heavily. And I do think they want to get this off their chest. Yeah. So someone who might have come across as cold, and they could be coming in this energy, but we'll see. Some of you literally could have multiple opportunities as well here. Yeah, I see religious belief tradition. It has to do with truth and faith. It has to do with loyalty. Yeah, this is someone who expects truth. It is about loyalty. It is someone who has faith in themselves to make the right choice. If you have multiple people, and some of you do have multiple people coming in, things are speeding up. It has to do with faith and loyalty, making sure you're on the same page, some sort of an agreement. We have the devil, yeah, strings attached. When I see this kind of energy, I can definitely see someone with something really bothering them, but it has to do with strings attached. So it's an unhealthy situation. So this is someone here who definitely, I feel you have someone here who doesn't want to make a commitment. And then I see this other person who's emotionally open and available. So I do feel you may have multiple opportunities. You may be dealing with someone who has strings attached. See, they don't want to commit, or if they make a commitment, the strings could be prenup. But I really feel it has to do with someone who doesn't want to commit to a situation. It has to do with faith and loyalty. But like I say, this is strings attached, something very unhealthy. Tell me about this person. It could be someone trying to detach from an unhealthy situation. It's trying to tell me, yeah, better times ahead. This is someone moving on, distancing themselves. This is things calming down, but I definitely feel something's bothering on something. It's definitely emotional. It's weighing on them. They want to get it off their chest. It's burdens. It could be someone who feels responsible, but you can see this is better times ahead. There's light at the end here. So this is an energy of learning. Someone's learned something, applying it to this situation. Yeah, this is someone learning from the past. To me, it looks like someone's trying to detach from something very unhealthy, but they have maybe some baggage that needs to be released. Tell me about the King of Cups. Yeah, I see a shift in energy. So you can see there's been some mind games, manipulation, maybe dishonesty. It has to do with being able to trust. See, it's a shift in energy with this card coming out this way. So there's some sort of shift here. And it does look like we have someone who's leaving something behind. So it does feel like they're detaching from something. But someone here, there's still strings. They may have an agreement with someone else. Yeah. Could have a lot of debt to pay too, but just take it as it resonates. Just give this a chance to play out when energies come in like this. You have to kind of just wait and see what happens here. But the shift in energy is someone here now playing by the rules. It's about earning someone's trust, and I do feel there's someone who needs to earn someone's trust here. And I don't feel like this person's not faithful. They may have dealt with that, but it is about making sure you're on the same page. So definitely someone's detaching, and they are applying lessons learned. Yeah. So someone who's dealt with something very unhealthy. And it is emotional. It weighs heavily, and they definitely want to get it off the chest. So I feel someone's coming in to speak truth. Yeah, it's about giving and receiving. So someone who maybe felt someone was taking advantage of someone. See, it's a person who doesn't want to put themselves into position to be taken advantage of. But like I say, it's just someone who may have, and I do feel strings attached, some sort of an agreement. This person may have been in a commitment, or there was a prenup. So it is about maybe paying something off, more going out than's coming in. But it is about earning trust. This is about being emotionally available. I really feel, and if you have two people, you may no longer be talking, because like I say, someone here who could have strings attached. Okay, because this is also someone who strings someone along. So if you've dealt with this, this is where I feel been there, done that. Okay. Wow, Aquarius. This person, when I said Aquarius, out come this person. They may have Aquarius energy. Okay, but the King of Swords, like I say, this is all about someone who's an authority. They know something. They've learned something. And it is about avoiding a disaster. Yeah. So this is someone who definitely feels someone's trying to take advantage. It's about earning trust. And I do feel someone wants to get things off their chest. But those of you who have multiple opportunities, it's about someone stepping up to the plate, making a commitment. See, I feel like someone here hasn't done it. I feel it's someone stringing someone along, or they're being strung along, or they're putting more money out's coming in. But it is definitely an energy of someone who needs to get something off their chest. It has to do with trust. Being able to trust. And I do see a shift in energy. It's about being emotionally open. So that's maybe what you're looking for, because it is an energy of someone who doesn't conform. They don't play by the rules. They won't make any commitment. They won't step up to the plate, and and there's strings attached. So it's telling you to be wise. See, this is an energy of the moon. There's a need for clarity. There is confusion, illusion, but it is also a card of intuition. Someone's keeping something all in here. But I really do feel it has to do with, and it's also someone's mood, okay? But it is about earning trust. This is someone who doesn't trust easily. They could be coming in to tell you a truth. Yeah, because it is about someone distancing themselves, moving on. Happier days ahead. It has to do with someone who needs to make a decision. Yeah, they need to step up to the plate. Yeah, charting the course. See, there's a little confusion. This is often someone with the Two of Wands who's between two worlds. So this is someone sitting on the fence here. This is someone charting the course, though. It is about looking ahead. And now, if you have a choice between two, and I do see some of you, there's two people. This is someone who doesn't step up to the plate. They don't want to commit. Okay? And I can see it, where you may decide to go your separate ways. Yeah, because someone has strings attached. Who is the King of Cups? Yeah, I see a dark to light. See someone coming out of a dark period in their life. See moving towards the light. So this is about clarity. Someone's been seeking clarity. It says a few days, but always remember everyone has free will to make their own decisions. But there is a shift in energy, and it has to do with earning trust, being able to trust. Someone has gone through a shift, some kind of change. But it is about things coming out in the open. Yeah, it's a very much a spring energy, but dark to light timing, a few days. Interesting. So this is someone who needs to make a decision. If you feel like this person isn't stepping up to the plate, you may go your separate ways and choose another person. So, yeah, I don't like the strings attached. Tell me about the Devil. Yeah, this is someone who keeps someone waiting. See, it's an energy while you're waiting. It could be another person coming in. I do think two people have gone their separate ways. I still feel someone is detaching, having to give somebody more. They have a lot of debt, having to pay it off. And I do feel there is something really, really bothering someone emotionally, and they're keeping it all to themselves. But there is confusion. This is about things coming to light. Interesting. Yeah, we have someone reminiscing. See, we have a person reminiscing. It is an energy of longing for love. But it has to do with the past. Someone needs to leave something in the past. But it is about a comforting connection, being, comforting. Yeah, this is someone who, definitely it's an energy of being emotionally available. I really feel this is just an energy someone's going through, but I do see some of you have two. So this is crossroads, making a choice. It is about manifesting what you desire, manifesting your dream. See, waiting for the one, making a choice. Some of you have to choose. If you're dealing with someone who's got strings attached, like I say, it could be a prenup or someone still attached to someone else where they can't give you what you want. Tell me more about the King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? Why are they here? Yeah, making choices, the Lovers, a union. It's about coming together. It is about earning trust, and I definitely feel someone has trust issues, and it could be because someone wasn't faithful. But like I say, just really, it's saying to trust your own intuition, okay? It has to do with someone who needs to step up to the plate. It is someone who often gives someone a gift or does something nice to show them they like them. Maybe you did this. Okay, and it wasn't reciprocated, and it could be bothering this person too. But you have a person who's now, see, it's all about love. I feel it has to do with a union. It's someone who wants to come together. And there is light at the end of the tunnel. So if you are dealing with someone who's come apart from someone and they're still, they still have some trust issues. They're paying someone off. They're unable to give. Because the King of Cups is usually someone who can be quite generous with feelings, emotions. But there's definitely going to be a truth. Like I say, just making sure you're on the same page. If you feel like you're not on the same page, I do see taking another opportunity. See, someone who keeps someone waiting for the one, someone who strings someone along. So really watch for that energy. I'm not a fan of strings attached. I mean, it can be a prenup. And it could be where someone is dealing with that, where they had a prenup, an agreement. So, yeah. But I do see choices needing to be made. It's about choosing a path. Yeah, this is an energy of someone pre-manifesting. It's pre-manifesting, preparing. This is someone who may have felt manipulated. But it's someone who I feel isn't ready or wasn't ready. But there is a shift, which is very positive, because this is somebody who now gives gifts. They play by the rules. See, if you got someone who avoids you every time it's a holiday, a birthday, or there's a celebration, something traditional, and they don't reciprocate and they avoid you, there's your answer. It's someone who doesn't conform. They don't want to make any kind of commitment. It's often people who want open relationships. So if you are feeling that you can't trust someone, okay, trust your intuition. Yeah, because I really do feel that energy of someone who's an avoidant. See, they avoid you. They wait for things to calm down, for some time to pass, and then they come in. Now, there is a shift here, though, but the shift I feel could be where you stop talking to someone, you stop giving. See, it definitely, there's romance here. This is just somebody who's not romantic. Like, I do feel someone who's kind of cold and authoritarian. Someone who often likes to have things their way. So, yeah, well, you can be a little harsh, sharp, lacking emotion. I do feel choices, and I do feel some of you, it's about preparing. See, this is, you're in the energy of, I feel some of you are preparing to move on from this person, because I really feel like you've been waiting. See, there's strings attached, they're stringing you along, but you never hear from them during holidays or birthdays. Yeah, see, tradition. I do think some of you are the ones manifesting something new. See, a cycle's ending, a whole new cycle. Things are going to start going in your favor. I feel like it's about moving on from someone. It's time to distance yourself from someone. Because I do see someone who's has that avoidant, where they avoid you. Then they wait for things to calm down. See, you've been disappointed. See, knowing that they've disappointed you, then they wait for things to calm down and come back in. So this is about making a choice, and this is where things start to go in your favor. It's about taking a decisive decision. If this is something that's been on and off, it's where you push the stop button and get off that emotional roller coaster. I kind of feel like you've got a King of Cups in this energy. But there is something really bothering someone here. It's really weighing heavily on them. It is possibly baggage, like I say, or debt. But it's about laying down those burdens. Yeah, it has to do with someone who needs to earn someone's trust. I can already see that. But it has to do with someone who needs to trust in the path they're on. See, it's about getting together, a time to celebrate. Something's being learned here. Yeah, I think some of you got another person. Now I see the energy of 3. So there you go. See, making choices. It's about choosing love. Definitely choices. I can see it very clearly. I usually need to see a couple of cards to see choices, because my reads generally show up energy. And it still doesn't mean that it's just this person going through these energies. But I do see 3, and I do see getting out, socializing. Yeah, I definitely feel you've got... Someone here is definitely romanticizing here. See, someone here being more romantic. And if you have someone who's disappointed you, like I say, they could be going through a shift by letting go of baggage. But yeah, I really do feel here, Aquarius, that you really need to kind of pay attention to the signs and the signals. It has to do with someone who never steps up to the plate. You are in the energy of waiting, I feel. See, manifesting, waiting for the right person to come along, the one. And I do feel there is, it says there's somebody else coming in. So, yeah, seeing all the possibilities. See, there's many possibilities how a situation could play out. If you got someone who treats you like an option. Yeah. Like I say, it's all about this person definitely coming in. It is a person looking at how this could play out. I feel they're planning accordingly. And I do think you're about to receive a gift. Yeah. But it may not be who you expect here. So, because that's why I feel 3 to 4 days. Yeah. And it could be someone who waits that long before they come in after they've disappointed you. So just so you know. Yeah. So there's been definitely some deep emotional pain. Yeah, see, deep emotional pain, possible third-party situations. There's been hurt feelings. If this person hurt you, it is bothering them. But I feel like we have someone who's choosing love. And it's telling you to look at what you're choosing, okay, yourself. But if you got someone who's hurt you, or they've deceived you, or they've manipulated, or they're always avoiding you, it's a person who does not want to commit. And that's why I feel there's good news coming in. See, there's a shift. Yeah, see, good things take time. Some of you have been patient and waiting. But here's the interesting, this is often where you start to lose interest in someone. I do think it's telling you to just keep your options open. I see there's many possibilities how this could play out, but it is someone fantasizing and romanticizing, being more romantic. Yeah. Someone here is definitely longing for love. Yeah, some of you've got options and opportunities. Look at, a King of Wands is now here. This is someone who's the natural born leader. They take the lead. They take decisive movement. So I think that you've got things now going in your favor. I do think some of you have some opportunities coming in, but it's about choosing love. I do see someone manifesting what they desire by being emotionally open, available. I think it's just a shift in energy, and I do think there's choices here. But if you have a person who's going through that change and shift, okay, I'm seeing 3 people. You may have had several people who've disappointed you, but I definitely see someone manifesting what they desire by being open. It's a person who takes the lead. They know what they want. They take decisive movement. They want this to go in their favor, so they need to, make some sort of a commitment. This could be online dating, social media, where you have these opportunities coming in. But this is an energy of interest. Yeah, I think someone here is very much aware that you may have other people interested in you, but you could be becoming aware there's another person. See, there's an energy of 3. I find this interesting, and I think some of you have been disappointed a lot. People who don't follow through, they don't step up to the plate, they avoid you. It's people who don't want to commit. It's the signs and the signals here. Tell me about this King of Wands. What does this person want? Well, they want to talk. They want to connect. I see a loving exchange. It very much connects with the King of Cups. But it's about choosing love and all this hurt, disappointment, hurt feelings. I do think you have someone who's emotionally unavailable. I do think there's someone who's emotionally available. And then you have this leader. This is an energy of someone who's very masculine. When they want something too, they go for it. See, they make it happen too. They want things to go in their favor. Decisive movement. I think things are going to start going in your favor. Okay? So I definitely feel like you could just have a resurgence of love where you have all these opportunities. But it is about connecting, talking, making sure you're on the same page, some sort of an agreement. And it could be where you're reminiscing about these past situations, the avoidance, like I was saying. But it is about manifesting love. And there is a person who's emotionally open, available. And I wonder if it is this person shifting. I kind of get that vibe. But because that card come right out after this, strings attached. Someone who strings someone along, or there are strings. Okay? So definitely watch for that energy. And I feel there is someone detaching from something very unhealthy. But it is about a loving exchange. It's about 2 people talking, making some sort of an agreement. If you have an agreement with someone and they don't follow through, there's your answer. They're not loyal. They can't be trusted to follow through. So you got some choices to make. I feel what's happening is a shift in energy as far as opportunity coming in. This person's someone who knows a good when they see it, but really watch out for really watch out for that energy of someone who strings someone along, you know? Yeah, the King of Wands is generally a leader type, but it could be any one of these people, but it is about emotional mastery. Someone who's manifesting the King of Cups by attracting what they desire. And I definitely see a conversation. So this could be just, this crush here coming in. But there is a lot of reminiscing, and there is some good news coming here too. See, things calming down, light at the end of the tunnel. You may hear from someone in a couple days. Look at that family legacy. Now, if you have a place where you go, that you socialize, that you frequent, that's part of your day-to-day life, you may cross paths with this person. You may have a conversation. Because this is an energy. This is often a place, a business. See, family legacy, could be family money. Someone here may have inherited something. But what I really feel is, whenever I see the Hierophant, with the 3 of Cups, especially when I see 10 of Coins, it's often a business, a place of business. It could be anywhere. Could be a gym, Could be any place, a place where you go, part of your day-to-day life, or it's a place that feels like home, where you're social, where you feel like home. So I definitely feel like you're going to connect with someone. Yeah. So it's telling you to make choices. Yeah, see a whole new perspective. See a shift in energy. This is 2 people possibly checking each other out here. I think what it's just showing is you've got opportunity coming in, and I see you've got disappointments. I feel like you're leaving that in the past, the avoidance, and I feel it's for you with the 6 of Swords, where you're leaving this behind and moving forward. See, it's about 2 people getting acquainted. I do think there's someone aware too that you are getting acquainted to someone, and it could create a shift in their own energy. So like I say, this is an interesting read. Yeah, it's all about being patient. Some of you have been patient, but I feel like you are now losing interest in someone, because this is a new interest. This is getting out, being social, good news. 2 people checking each other out. I think some of you have so many disappointments, especially in online dating. But I feel this is often when it tells you to get out in your community. Find a place that feels like home, that you frequent, that you feel comfortable, that's safe. This is often just a place where people spend money. It's a safe place. See people around. Yeah, you could be meeting someone for the first time, but really watch for any strings. Because I feel breaking the cycle. See the strings attached? But I see a whole new perspective. Someone seeing things from a different perspective. I think we got two people checking each other out. And you may have a couple people. Look at that. Justice and harmony. Someone with Libra energy. But it is an energy of harmony, being fair. See, it's an energy of someone who comes in right. Someone who conforms. They're not afraid of making a commitment. Someone who follows through, right? That's what it's all about. Yeah, if you have a place where you go, look at that. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And some of you definitely, this is the energy. This could be a hostess, the hostess with the mostest, someone hosting a get-together gathering. Something's being planned and prepared. So, but this could be yourself in this energy. Or you could very well be this King of Swords up here. So like I say, you can flip the energies, but I really feel this is light at the end of the tunnel, things calming down, giving and receiving. Someone choosing love. Yeah, it has to do with some sort of truth. Someone may be coming in to tell you the truth. But it's about doing what's right for you. See, some of you've got to make a choice. You need to do what's right for you. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy of someone who's grounded and stable. Someone who likes nice things. They like pretty things. And it's an energy of being very down to earth, someone who makes someone comfortable. But I wouldn't be surprised there's some kind of little get-together gathering where someone's hosting something to bring two people together. But yeah, it's going to play out different for a lot of you. But it's all about doing what's right for you. It's about recognizing when someone's not right for you, recognizing the one. Yeah. Yeah. I think some of you don't see a future with someone here at all. In fact, maybe a couple people. You're just going to do what's right for you. You're going to tend to yourself. But I really feel it's about going places, someplace where you go that feels like home. So you're going to know when you cross paths with the right person, too. It'll feel like home. This is the Queen of Coins is an energy of someone who makes someone feel comfortable. Yeah, we have a person. Look at that. See, decisive movement. Someone seizing the day and taking an opportunity that's presented. It's telling you to choose your battles too, though, right? Think things through. Choose wisely. I think some of you just got opportunities coming in. Definitely some of you got these opportunities. And I can see people not following through, disappointments. I see hurt feelings. I definitely can see third-party situations as well. See, people who don't want to commit generally are still out there. But it's telling you to think it through and to choose wisely. Because it is all about movement, gaining momentum, opportunity coming in. Someone needs to step up to the plate, and they better hurry up, because I feel like you've got other opportunities. This is the King of Cups is up here. Someone who's manifesting what they want by being emotionally open and available. So you're going to find out that someone's open and available. There even could be some competition here. Ooh, there's so much going on here. I do see busy times ahead, so it is telling you to prepare. Okay? Often the Queen of Coins is just a message to tell you to prepare, to be grounded and to be sensible and practical. I think you know when someone's right for you or not. There is definitely a person coming in, taking an opportunity. They move quickly. See, they're in a hurry, seizing the day. And I feel it's that King of Cups or the King of Wands here. See, there it is. Wish granted. See, you're going to get what you want. And this is by, like I say, you're not going to deal with strings attached. You're not going to have someone stringing you along. This is about yourself. See, this is a reality check. This is the reality. And there could be some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. the reality check, looking at the reality. But I definitely feel like there's hope. And I do think you're going to connect with someone and the feelings could be mutual. There could be friends of friends too. So could be someone dealing with someone that you know. And that's why I feel that third party. But I feel like you're going to do what's right for you. And I do think this other person's going to do what's right for them. And I do feel like this is an energy of mutual. It is healing. Someone's releasing things that no longer serve. And if there is someone who has a lot of options and you connect, they may be letting them go. But the star, you know, I know you have that energy of just releasing. See, it is what it is. Something just isn't meant to be. That's why I kind of feel it's yourself. You no longer see a future. You want someone stable and reliable. You want someone who steps up to the plate. And I just don't see you settling. But the star is hope. I feel like you're going to get something you want. See, wish granted. This person moves quickly, so that's why I feel it's telling you to stay grounded, to prepare. Some of you are more than prepared. You're definitely partnership material. But if you have a friend or an acquaintance who reaches out to you and they have a get-together gathering, take that opportunity. It's likely where you're going to connect with this person. Even if it's going out to a restaurant or, you know, wherever it is that you socialize. It is a place that feels like home, though. Okay? So remember that energy. Take care. Bye for now.